Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today we are going to look at the nerf of Nightsister Zombie. Now, really what I want to ask, and I would love your feedback on this, is it a nerf, or really is it nothing? Part of the reason why I want to see this, part of the reason why I brought this up is because old DACA got a refund, right? So why would people want to refund an old DACA Zeta if it really wasn't as beneficial as it could be? So what I want to do is I want to go over a lot of the different things and talk about it. Please leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what your thoughts are. But what I really wanted to do is kind of talk about this idea of getting rid of the paper zombie. And the purpose behind this and all characters is as you increase them in gear, as you increase them in shards and mods and all that other crap, they're supposed to get better. The idea with Paper Zombie was that you could keep Nightsister Zombie as a low-level character and still do a serious amount of damage because she keeps dying over and over and over again. Now, the place where this was most beneficial, now it's beneficial in a number of areas, but it was most beneficial in the P3 of the Sith Triumvirate raid. Now, can this still do a great number of damage? Is this still valuable in the Nightsister, in the Sith Triumvirate raid? The answer is yes, it's still very valuable in the Sith Triumvirate raid, but not in P3. Now, what I want to do is go over the kit, and really not a whole lot has changed, but there's some key features that have changed. The first is the basic, completely the same, absolutely the same. The first special feed, the only thing they've done is for the 7th upgrade, they've given this heal factor, this heal ability to all Nightsisters. So all Nightsister allies recover 20% of Nightsister Zombie's max health. Now that's beneficial because the Nightsisters kind of have this survivability problem. And this is, I mean, that's the reason why old DACA and Mother Talzin bring them back so often, is because they're the most valuable. That's kind of the issue that they're dealing with, is these characters kind of struggle with staying alive.
Look, if you have a clumsy child, you make him wear a helmet. If you have death-prone children, you keep a few clones of them in your lab.
Now, this has been completely reworked. Now, you have the traditional, what you had before. Then they've added this. If Nightsister Zombie survived damage from an enemy's attack since her last turn, she gains 50% speed stacking until the end of her turn. When Nightsister Zombie is defeated, she loses 50% speed stacking. These effects are neither buffs nor debuffs and combine for a maximum of 100% speed or a minimum of minus 100% speed. So you can be up to 200% speed essentially, or 0% speed. If Nightsister Zombie is defeated while at minus 100% speed, from this effect, she cannot be revived by this effect. Now, if that were the only thing that was changed, yeah, I'd be a little pissed off. But there is this thing. It is called Undying Sacrifice. It is a new ability. Nightsister Zombie can revive after being defeated at minus 100% speed from Endless Horde the first 2 times another Nightsister ally is defeated by an enemy attack. So if it's like a side effect of an attack, so like they're on fire and they expire, that I don't think counts, right? So thermal detonators on someone else's turn, I don't think counts. So we'll see. So keep that in mind. Undying Sacrifice reads, Nightsister Zombie can be revived, or can revive after being defeated at minus 100% speed from Endless Horde. Great, right? How does that happen? It just does, right? Because you have a lot of those abilities. You have Mother Talzin, you have old DACA, you have those abilities that bring characters back from the dead. So if she's dead, she can still revive even if it's minus 100% speed. The first 2 times another Nightsister ally is defeated by an enemy attack, they are revived, recover 15% of Nightsister Zombie's max health, and Nightsister Zombie is defeated. So she dies, can be brought back, and essentially does this whole thing, right? When Nightsister Zombie is defeated by this effect, she loses all protection, dispels all negative speed effects from Endless Horde, and revives with 50% turn meter. This effect does not trigger Endless Horde speed reduction. So if she kills herself, she doesn't get a speed decrease, right? When you upgrade her, she upgrades the different heals, so on and so forth. The idea here is that now they've eliminated the idea, they've eliminated the mentality or the desire for characters, for players to say, hey, I don't want to gear her up, and I won't gear her up because I want her to keep dying. Well, if she keeps dying, she becomes less valuable. And you have to gear her up because the ability, Undying Sacrifice, doesn't kick in till gear 10. So you have to gear her to at least gear 10 for that to be functional, for that to be a viable ability. This rework increases survivability for the Nightsister team. You're going to have to defeat characters a couple of times sometimes in order to defeat the team as a whole. It's going to dispel abilities like Isolate and Fracture. Things that don't go away will now go away. If they're on the Nightsister Zombie, when she dies, she'll come back without those debuffs. That's going to be a really beneficial thing, and I think it's going to be valuable to a lot of players. Now, here's the thing. Is this a nerf? The answer is, for P3, which players have been using the Nightsister team, yes, this is a nerf. In every other area of the game, no, this is not a nerf. There's a lot of videos out there that show the Nightsisters really kicking butt, really doing some great stuff when it comes to Arena and the Phase 4 of the Sith Triumvirate raid. This is valuable. They're still a very valuable team. Now, if you had a Zeta on Old Daka, my question now is, are you going to put the Zeta back on Old Daka? And with this rework, are you going to put her back? This really is only a nerf for players who didn't invest in gearing up the Nightsister Zombie. And unfortunately, I think there was a lot of people that were like that. And there's a lot of people that are upset, but it's still a valuable team. It's still a very useful team. And I think still something that a lot of players are going to want to invest in. Now, personally, I see this as, I see walls and walls and walls of Nightsister Zombie teams in territory wars, and that's the fear, guys. That's the absolute fear. But there are still, you know, if it comes down to this. If your team struggled with Nightsisters before, if you had a team that didn't know how to defeat them or just was weak against them, you're still going to be weak against the Nightsisters. Maybe even more so. If you knew how to defeat the Nightsisters and you were solid with whatever your mechanics were, i.e. you were able to use Imperial Troopers effectively, you're not going to struggle as much. I don't know. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is a nerf? Do you think there's really nothing to this? Are you going to start gearing up the Nightsister team or the Nightsister Zombie specifically? Or is there just too much else going on in the game for you to worry about it? Like me. I love the Nightsisters. I think that they're a really cool team. I love the story of the Nightsisters from Clone Wars. Really, really awesome. But man, there's just so much going on in the game that I cannot invest time and energy and effort into the Nightsisters. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the section below. Check out some of the links in the section below. You'll find links to my Patreon account, my Discord channel. We are going to be doing a giveaway here in the next couple of days for the digital copy of Solo, a Star Wars film, and only to those who are part of my Discord channel. So join up, check out the links below. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, stay nerdy.